We get the Sky Cam here today, memory card. So humans, today on the Sky Cam we're gonna work on this car over there. See it? That thing, right there, right there. Working on the Barracuda. We will not be working on either one of those, even though you may want me to do, but I don't have time. Eventually, don't worry, okay? Ready? Let's get a little R&R. Humans. Now, sandblasted, edge primed, put some sealer, and I'll paint it. All right, so here's that spot on the door. So what I have is a little bit of a place right here in the back of the door edge, which you just saw. Hopefully I showed you, where this piece rests up against. And up here, the piece goes just behind this up here. It goes just behind this piece. This is not butted up against. It's just behind this piece, so it sits right behind there. Just a little bit all the way around the back edge. All right, so I'm gonna weld this here. This is butted up against the bottom here, this and this. But there's the back of the door is right there too. You can still see right behind there, that's the back edge of the door. So I put a little weld right there. So I can tap this into place. There. And that fits pretty good. Alright, making my patches, compressor's on. Got all this done. Fix all my patches. Alright, let's get this done. Okay, all my welds are all ground down. Ground it down with this wonderful thing. Blaze disc. 36 grit, that's what I use. Then I D8 everything else around the edges. Got my first coat of fiberglass on there. I D8 everything with 80 grit. This is the DA if you forgot what it was called. That's the DA. That's my 80 grit. Get ready now to do all my body work. Well, sanding everything with 36 grit, my first coat of Bondo, or whatever you want to call it, plastic filler. First coat. We're getting there. Looks beautiful. Usually I'll sand it with one of these handy dandy paint sticks from, you know, those box stores, the big box store. Don't want to say it. But you just wrap it around and sand it with this 36 grit on the board paper. That's what I do. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put another skim coat over this. Sand that with 80, and I'm gonna feather this out with 180 over top here, and then put my putty coat on, and then I'll sand that with 180, and then I'm gonna prime it. When you're sanding, don't forget kind of like a pattern like that. Also, so my first coat of fiberglass, I let that actually get pretty firmed up and I sanded it. But anyways, the first coat of filler, I did it so I can kind of stick my finger in it. So this right now, this is still pretty soft. I can stick my finger in it. The first coat, when you can stick your finger in it, still semi, you don't want it rock hard because you'll never be able to sand it. So you want it semi-soft so it kind of grates off, you know what I mean? Big pieces of, looks like big pieces of salt, big granular pieces of salt, like a coarse salt, should fall on the ground. All right, this stuff, I'm gonna let this coat is my second coat of filler. I'm gonna let that pretty much get really hard. and I'm just gonna go over it. Really, really firm, okay? Same thing with your putty. You want it rock hard. First coat of Bondo or filler, not rock hard. Semi-soft. Okay, bye. I should have recorded me doing this. This is my coat of filler, the second coat of filler. So when you do it, one end to the other. Don't go like this. Don't put it on and then start in the middle and go one end to the other. Also, so I'm gonna sand this with 80. I'm gonna feather this out with 180, then I'm gonna put my putty on, one end to the other, sand it out with 180, then I'll prime. Keep attention. So we're probably not gonna make it to this video, so after I prime it, I'll probably sand this with 320 and then go above it with a red Scotch pad higher. And don't prime all the way up to the freaking paper. You wanna dust it up to there, okay? Probably not gonna get into that. Probably have to be next week on that one. We'll see what happens. I'll show you in a little bit. I'll try and get to it. If not, just remember, 320 after that, up here, red Scotch pad, and then I'll tape it off. And that's what, and then we'll prime it, and then I'm gonna sand that with 320. I wet sand my stuff. And then I'm gonna guide coat it with a spray can of guide coat, which I have, which is called guide coat. Then I'm gonna sand that with 600, and then I'm gonna scotch spray with a gray Scotch pad and some scuffy stuff below this line, and then I'll start painting. Now that I've sanded this down with 80 grit, I'm gonna feather this top little edge with some 180 with a DA. And I'll do my putty coat. Okay, final thing. I put the tape in there so I don't get any stuff, any putty. I actually taped around this too. I just peeled it off. Should have showed you that. But yeah, putty coat. Okay, you'll sand it with 180 tomorrow and then prime it up. I'm sick of winter. Handy dandy snowblower. Got a nice trench going over there. Oh boy, we got a lot of snow this year. We got a trench going over here too. Try and dig these suckers out so we can get to those ones over there. Again. And look at that. Snow blowed everything. Took me 2 hours, but I got to it. I don't know if you can quite tell how much snow is on top of this thing. It's pretty deep. Holy crap, we've got so much snow and I got another 9 inches coming tomorrow. What do you guys want to do? Had to dig trenches because the stupid dog can't get around. Little one wouldn't be able to go anywhere. And yes, it's tomorrow. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see this? It's snowing, like I said. Great. Well, humans, sad day, maybe a happy day. Decided to change my life. See this car here? The Comet. Can you see the Comet? That Comet? Yep. I sold it. Well, the guy gave me a deposit on it. I figured, what the heck? See those cars over there that I dug out? Selling them all. Selling everything. Getting down to Zeus, my Bandit, my wife's car, and a Camaro. A Camaro. That's it. Everything else is leaving. And I'm going to focus on what I have. Simplify my life. So the next year you'll be seeing me work on either a 4-speed Camaro, because I'm keeping one of them. I'm guessing a 4-speed because everybody wants to buy Frank. I actually put Frank up for sale. We'll see what happens. I got somebody coming to look at Frank this weekend. So if he doesn't buy that, maybe he'll buy the Project 4-speed Camaro. But either one, either Frank or the other 4-speed Camaro, Project 1, I'm keeping one of those. Everything else is going because I want the 4-speed cars. Okay. We worked on that car today. That one. Hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, no, well, nothing I can do about it. Don't forget, memory card says, like, subscribe, and comment. Not to this channel. Have a good one.